Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial in our 12 cards of Christmas series, and today we're making a gatefold explosion. You have a link to the cutting guide and the measurements in the description under the video. You can go ahead and grab that. So we're going to start with our base and we're going to score it at 2 1/8, and we're going to do it on both sides. So I'm going to start on the left side and then turn it and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Score it at 2 1/8 of an inch, and then we are going to put that aside, and then we're going to fold it, and this is going to be the base of our card. And I'm using white cardstock, but you can use whatever color you want. You can also use pattern paper if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so this is the gate fold part. Now for the explosion part, we're going to take that explosion piece and then we're going to score it at 2, 4, and 6 inches. Score at 2, 4, and 6 inches. And then we're going to make some diagonal lines. So this is kind of a pattern paper, but you're going to see what I'm doing. So we have our lines here. I'm going to fold them, at least the one in the middle, so I can show you how to do the diagonal lines. So basically what we're doing is taking the corners and folding them into towards the center like this on both sides. So the top corner and the bottom corner both go towards the center like this. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Now all the diagonal lines are a valley fold, and all the straight lines are a mountain fold. This is how the explosion effect is going to be created. So you can see you have to pick the side that you want to show and then fold everything accordingly. And in order to make that explosion effect, you're going to let's say insert the diagonal folds towards the inside. I'm going to show you in a minute. So you see that the paper already knows where to go. I flip the direction of my folds. So what we're going to do is insert the diagonal lines towards the inside and then fold it like this. Then do the exact same thing on the other side. Insert, push them towards the inside, the diagonal lines, and then the straight line pops out like this. So now you have your explosion part ready. Always good idea to burnish the folds. And now we can go ahead and glue it to the base. So this is the explosion part, see? Now if you use pattern paper, you can skip this next part where I cover the base with my cover papers. But if you use a solid color cardstock for your base, you can go ahead and cover the base with your cover papers. They can be solid color, they can be pattern. You can play with the contrast of the explosion part and the base part of the card. So I'm going to cover those parts. I've made all my cover papers the same color, but here also you can play with the different colors and patterns. So now when I have this, I can go ahead and attach my explosion part. So what I'm going to do is keep it folded, and then I'm going to apply glue on the back side while it is folded. and then align it in the center of my card. So when I mean center, it's the center between the top and the bottom and between the two fold lines. We want it to be completely centered in all directions, like this. Now you probably know the rest. You simply apply glue on the triangles here, and then you close the card, which is pretty easy. Now what I want to do is slightly move the edge of the explosion piece from the edge of my white base, just moving it slightly so it won't pop out when I close the card. And then it's aligned with the cover paper as well. Now you can add something in the center of the explosion part if you want. You can cover the outside of the card. And this is the part where you can embellish your card any way that you want and make it pretty. So what I'm going to do is add a few layered squares in the center. And you can choose whatever embellishment you want. So this is obviously going to be attached diagonally because the center of the explosion piece is squared, but it is sort of a diamond shape, so it's diagonal. And this is going to go straight. Okay, so now for the front, I'm going to add, isn't that cool? I'm going to add a few cover papers. And again, in the front, since you don't have to worry about folding in the center, after you fold the card, you don't want to add too much bulk, so you don't want to add too many embellishments. But on the outside, you don't have to worry about that, so you can add whatever you want on the outside. You can add flowers and 3D embellishments. And if you want, you can also add some sort of a closure for the card. So I just took a 1-inch strip and then wrapped it around the card so it will have a closure and will look nicer when it is closed and not half opened. So I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. You can also become a member of this channel if you want to, for a very symbolic cost, and then support me and the rest of the activity that all the freebie tutorials that I upload here that will support me in that. So you can click on the join button if you want, and I will appreciate you anyway. So this is the final card and the closure and the cool explosion effect, which I really like. Hope you like it too. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.